According to you, what do we always need to remember?
In the Micka Show, we highlight practical methods to create a meaningful impact in our personal and professional life. Thanks for joining us today, and let the show begin.
Oh, that's a very interesting question. We should always remember who we are, our core values, what we represent. Because at the end of all these flashlights and at the end of all these things that we consider as fame and fortune and trying to be this and that, there is that person, that little boy, that little girl inside of you that never goes away. When you are having your me time and when you are having your quiet times, it keeps flashing there. It is there. It is deep in you. Even as you try as much as possible to hide it, you try as much as possible to let your now overshadow who you are or your past or who is inside of you because of maybe by friendship, by your acquaintances, by your job, or trying to be the person you want to be now, trying to put up this fake identity or the now identity. Always remember who you really are. Do not ever forget who you are, where you come from, and what your core values are. Do not ever lose that.
It sounds very like the Lion King. Remember who you are.
Remember who you are.
Thank you, Mr. Bao.
Thank you so much.
So I talk about productivity a lot. I'm in the kind of productivity personal development space. But I feel like the one thing that we don't talk enough about is prioritizing our mental and physical health over productivity, right? Productivity is important, of course. Like if you want to be the best father, the best mother, the best son, the best daughter, the best colleague, the best friend, to give back, productivity is very important. But our mental and physical health should always be prioritized above productivity. And I think there are not enough people really talk about that. And the second thing is just integrity. Another thing that we don't talk about much in like the business space or even the productivity space or just any space, we don't really talk about kindness and integrity enough. And the world would be a far, far, far better place if we just improved or just prioritized our integrity just by 1%. The world would be a lot better place.
I think in life, my number one thing is be kind, right? It's so easy for us to get focused on our own problems, get focused on the things that are against us. But I think fundamentally, number one thing is be kind. Because the more kind you are to the world around you, simple things, if you smile to another human being, they're more likely to smile back. The more people who smile to you in life, the happier you naturally are, right? So being kind and just understand that people go through difficult things, right? Sometimes people don't treat you the way you wish to be treated, but being aggressive, being unpleasant towards back to them is not benefiting and is not helping anything. So learn to be kind, even in difficult situations.
Wow, thank you.
If I think about that question, the first thing that comes to mind is the glass is always half full.
Yes.
You know this analogy?
I love it. French people invented it.
Empty? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sure. But anyway, I think life is all about your perspective. Sure, a lot of bad things can happen to you that are out of your control, but it's what you make of those. For example, in my own personal experience, I've had a lot of sports injuries, but I've always gone to physical therapy, gone to rehab, and come back stronger and shown to myself that, hey, even though this was a really bad thing, I got out of training for a while, but I was able to learn things I didn't know about neck strength, shoulder strength, knee strength that I wouldn't have learned if I didn't get injured. And I wouldn't have taken for granted the time I have to train and do other things. But that applies to everything in life. When you have something happen, look at the positive side and say, all right, what can I learn from this?
I like this idea. And yes, French people invented this perspective. I'm sure they did. But it's okay for American people to use it.
Oui.
We are very, very merciful. So merci beaucoup to you for fun.
We should always remember that life offers endless possibilities. So which means that we always having a lot of different opportunity out there. So we either create the opportunity or ready to make that opportunities happen.
So we either create or make the opportunities happen.
Yes.
For example,
I think that's an example is when you reach out to me and then ask for this shooting and then saying that, okay, this is going to be opportunity for me to miss you and then having a conversations, and hopefully there's going to be an opportunity that I'm able to connect with more people out there, and hopefully I'm able to help somebody be a better risk taker in the future.